Hey. For anyone who has not heard, a wonderful and expected thing is happen. The feminists began to eat each other. Now, even that white women are the ones who started the feminism does not matter anymore. Now if you're a white woman you have to shut up. The fact that you're a woman does not matter anymore. LOL. Every human being with a drop of a brain, saw that it was going to happen. So let's see.
You might have heard the term white feminism used lately, after Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift's Twitter exchange, or when people critique HBO's Girls. But what does it mean?
It means you finally show your real face.
Basically, white feminism is feminism that ignores intersectionality.
Just a minute. You told us feminism is equality for everyone. So now you admit it is not.
So not all feminists who are white feminists.
But most white feminists are white.
Wait. Most white feminists are white? Is there a white feminist who is not white? Are you editing your videos?
Because white people just don't have to think about things like race on a daily basis.
And we're not just pulling the race card.
Yes you do. What do you think, we're stupid? Oh sorry, you talk to the rest of the feminists, keep going, they will not understand.
White feminism excludes the experiences of basically anyone who's not white, cis.
What? Stop, what did you say? White, cis and straight. Except for men, who left? Just color? Does anyone edit these videos? So even if you're a cis you'll be silent when a black or brown woman speaks even if she's straight? Like I said, good times, LOL.
And straight.
Here's why that's so problematic.
First, it assumes the way white women experience misogyny is the way all women experience misogyny. And that's just not true.
Apparently white women are stronger.
White feminism aims to close the wage gap between men and women. But what it fails to recognize is that most of the time, Latina and black women make even less than white.
No, it is all bullshit. When you show me that I can legally pay a man $10 an hour and a woman $7.80 an hour at the same factory, then I'll say you're right. And who thought it was a good idea to put the women who make more money than most of the people in the world and more than most of the men in their industry on the screen?
Women.
And police brutality should be viewed as a feminist issue, but it doesn't affect white women the way it affects women of color. If Sandra Bland had been a white woman, would a simple traffic stop have resulted in an arrest? Would she be viewed as a loud, angry black woman?
You know this wonderful thing called YouTube? You know where your video is?
Would she be dead?
I will not respect that with an answer, we know where it is coming from.
White feminism ignores the role that whiteness plays in creating things like beauty standards. For example, this is okay, but this isn't.
Who the hell said that? Just a minute. According to feminists, both but are not good. A girl should look like a man or like you.
White women are most often the faces of feminism. Tina Fey, Taylor Swift, Amy Schumer have been able to break into industries that have been dominated by cis white men. But black women, women of color, we face barriers that white women don't.
Critiquing white feminism isn't about silencing those women. It's about opening up space for even more diverse voices to be heard, and that's great for everyone.
Being a white feminist doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you have a lot to learn.
The most important thing any white feminist can do is educate herself and listen and engage with the experiences of women of color without silencing them. Because sometimes as white ladies, we just have to shut the fuck up. Critiquing white feminism isn't about silencing those.
And again.
Critiquing white feminism isn't about silencing. Because as white ladies, we just have to shut the fuck up.
Another one.
There can be no freedom as long as there's one group that's oppressed. Because it's only a matter of time before they come for you. Kimberly Crenshaw came up with the term intersectionality to describe Black women who were in court because they were being discriminated against for being both Black and women.
Liar.
But they were not able to get justice because that idea had not been explored before.
Liar.
Intersectional feminism looks at all forms of inequality, not just gender-based, but race, ethnicity, language barriers, everything. And it says that there can be no equality without equality in all forms. I am a first-generation Muslim American feminist.
Liar, if you are a Muslim, you believe that Muhammad is the perfect human being that God put on earth. And so you believe in the wedding of a 6-year-old girl and a rape.
Who used to be undocumented and grew up poor. But even when I was undocumented, I had privilege. I was able-bodied, had a job. I lived in America. There is an Indigenous women's rights activist in Australia who said to white feminists, if you're here to save me, I'm not interested in working with you. But if you understand that your freedom is intricately connected to mine, then let's work together. I consider myself a Muslim feminist. My Islam says that you have to be an activist if you consider yourself Muslim.
Liar.
One of the most important tenets of Islam is that you have to speak up for any form of injustice.
Unless it is a woman who was raped and there are no men witnesses, then she is guilty. If you want to sell your daughter no matter how old she is, it is okay. If the human being does not believe in Muhammad, it is permissible to cut his head and rape his women. You want me to go on?
If you don't, that is considered a sin. And to me, any kind of inequality is a form of injustice. We must end all forms of oppression. I get it. When we feel scared, we want to be selfish and think about ourselves. There's fear for feminism and equality because the powers that be don't want to give up power. Because they're scared and they think that the pie is limited. The pie is not limited. As a society and as a species, we have amassed more wealth than the entire history of humankind. The people who are standing in the way of feminism, they're behaving like children who are scared of the unknown. One of the best ways of squashing a movement is by vilifying the words associated with it. Think about the people who really vilify feminism. People like Pat Robertson, who says that feminism encourages women to kill their children and become witches. I was coming across young feminists across the country who were saying that their voices and leadership were not being centered.
Liar.
My entire life has been about fighting for the underdog, and we need young people's leadership. If our species is going to survive, it's going to be the young people. The way I've led this chapter is really about fostering the leadership of young people and just stepping back. I'm in touch with 15 and 16-year-olds across the country who are starting feminist clubs in high school.
Yes, because the media and teachers lie to them all day, but only about 17% of women over the age of 18 consider themselves feminists in the United States.
One young woman in high school organized a conference with 150 attendees, including her state senator. We're absolutely making progress. And she's not in the third wave, she's in the fourth wave. Yes, there is a fourth wave right now. It's really about the young people who've grown up with the advantages that the first three waves have given them and have really educated themselves using blogs. And they tend to be more bold. My call to action for International Women's Day and every day is to start thinking about a group that you have privilege over. And I know that word can be triggering for people because you might be thinking, my president brags about sexually assaulting women. What?
Liar. Well, she continues her stupidity. I have one request for her. Make a video that says that Muhammad is not the perfect human being and what he did is evil. Of course we will not see it. If you want to see what a Muslim says in a video of religion I edit, I will leave a link. Hope you've learned something and you've enjoyed. If so, you know what to do.